Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing very well. Welcome to Sandra Can Cook, everybody. Today's recipe that I am excited about to share with you, I'm doing a very quick spinach, mackerel and some egg stew, and I hope you guys will love it. So at this point I've just washed my spinach and I'm just giving it a good cut. Okay, so this is to my preferred sizes. Okay, so I'm just going to get this cut and then we go on with our beautiful recipe. So I'm cutting the last bit of my spinach just to get everything ready for today's recipe. Now these sizes are of preference, guys, so there are times where I don't even cut it. That is when I get the very baby spinach, the very baby ones that are very fragile and yet very fresh. I don't cut them, I just pour them into it. But today I think I got not tough ones, not too big, but I feel like it deserves some cutting. So let me show you the sizes I go for today. So kind of these sizes. Yeah, some will call it baby, but sometimes I feel like they are too big for me. When I get the smaller ones, I do them all straight away. But this time I feel like no, I need a bit of harshness. Okay, so that's why I'm cutting it. If you prefer using the size I showed you without cutting, you can go ahead and do it. So here we are, people. The spinach is all cut, and to save us time and long talk, guys, I've had to cut all these. Okay, so this is one large size onion. I have here some seasoning powder, a tablespoon of chili powder. I may not be using everything. Then I have here my diced or chopped garlic. These are 4 cloves, 2 medium-sized tomatoes. Then in here are the mackerel I'll be using. Today I'm using tinned mackerel. I have a few spices here, so I have my fish seasoning, I have my oregano, I have some black pepper and some ginger powder. I also have some eggs to go with it. So I'm going to get the pan on and then we go on straight up. Now for this recipe I'm using red oil, okay, what we call in Ghana palm oil. It's a bit not solid, it's kind of a bit thick because I've kept away from the sunshine. Okay, but you can go ahead and use any oil of your choice. Any oil at all is allowed for this recipe. I just like it in red oil. Okay, I feel like it works better. So you can have any oil that is edible for this recipe, and I'm using what we call zumi, right? So there's a palm oil that I feel works very well. Okay, so once I get the oil in, I don't want to allow it to heat too much, because if you allow the red oil to overheat, it gets bleached, right? And for this recipe you need it in its full nutrients. So the oil, the onions go in, and I hope you guys are having a lovely time, guys. We are doing well in the SCC kitchen. All is well, and we thank God for that. Okay, we thank God for that. So we're going to allow these onions to fry away a bit. Now in goes my pepper. Okay. Allow it to fry just a little bit, and then we go ahead and add our garlic. And you can mince it, you can chop it, it's entirely up to you. Okay, you do not want the garlic to burn so it gets bitter, so we're going to go ahead and add our freshly chopped or cut tomatoes. Okay, so these are where we are now. just going to allow this tomato to fry down and soften a bit. Oh man, that garlic is just amazing. It is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now remember to turn your fire down if it's too high because of the pot. So you don't want to get your stew burned or burning. So remember to get your fire down if you think it's too high. So here we are. In goes my beautiful dry spices. If you want to use the fresh ones, you can go ahead and do so. This is looking beautiful already. Okay. And I go ahead and add my green veg, which is the spinach. Yeah. And I've got to turn my fire down because, like I said, this pot heats up like nobody's business. So if you're using the same, kindly turn it down and do it really quickly. Okay. Sometimes you leave the marks like this, but doesn't mean it's burnt. Okay, if you leave this mark, but it's not burnt. In goes my seasoning cube, seasoning powder. I see it's already looking yummy. Okay. I'll be having this with some boiled potatoes, so I'm going to leave this on a very low heat and start peeling my potatoes. Okay, today's recipe is about the spinach, mackerel and egg, but I'm having it with potatoes. I'm going to leave this to cook beautifully and then put my potatoes on. So these are my potatoes, guys. I'm going to allow it to boil, so let's concentrate on the stew. I'm going to see if I need some salt. Yep. Tiny bit of salt should do me, guys. Tiny bit of salt. So I'm just going to just sprinkle a little. Okay. Now I've noticed that things like spinach and kale and the rest, all the green families, don't like a lot of salt. Okay, and this is my personal opinion. I do not think, okay, you do not want to overcook this, so I'm going to go ahead and add my beautiful mackerel. I'm using the tin mackerel. If you have a fresh one, you can work with it as well. Okay, so these are the mackerel in there looking all lovely, and I'm going to go ahead and whisk my beautiful eggs. Okay, so we leave this to simmer on its own nicely. At this point, you want to go ahead with a very gentle kind of movement so we don't break the mackerel into too many pieces. Okay. Then get the egg also nicely. Now this egg can also be optional, guys. You can have this beautiful stew without any egg. You can equally use a melon seeds, okay, what they call it goosey. I'm going to turn my fire down so that it takes time to cook slowly. So just going to do a few light movements to allow the part of the eggs and needs to cook properly. Yeah. Put a gap in here and allow it to sit in the pot properly. Still with the fire very low, so we don't burn anything here. Lovely jubbly. So our stew is ready. Okay, very nice. Oh, look at that. A gentle stir. And if you can hear, my potatoes are boiling away nicely. Okay, let me go ahead and serve this, guys. Food is served, guys. Thank you very much for spending your quality time with us. I truly appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much. It's been Sandra here, and bye.